and I've been hearing that demo is totally worth playing.
I played it.
Definitely
It's good.
go check that out.
I'm dying to play this game. I have it, but I'm not playing it until I live stream it. But from what I've seen of it, yeah, oh my god, it just looks so amazing.
Yeah, I watched like 2 or 3 hours of it, and yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Oh,
it's impressive.
Have you not actually played it?
No, I've watched a good chunk of it though, and it is.
But it is the kind of there again. Don't, if you can avoid doing what Phenomenon did, don't watch it. Play it. Why? Because the decisions that you make are more interesting if you make them yourself. So if it's not like a story game that you may as well just watch the story. It has a little bit of a hook to it that means that you want to be implicated in the decisions.
If you've ever played Antichamber, it's similar in the way to that. That's another game that is amazing, but if you watch someone play it beforehand, it's gonna completely ruin the game for you, because you're not making the choices anymore. You'll always be thinking, well, this guy did this and it worked, so that's the right way to go, whereas you got multiple choices, always.
And the thing with Stanley Parable is there is not really any right way to go. I think it is entirely up to the player.
Yep.
The story adapts and changes to what you're doing.
So there you have the Stanley Parable. The news item in question involves a bunch of controversy around one particular element of the content, which was very controversial. I won't say anything much about it except that it was violent and potentially and possibly racial. If you really want to look it up, you can find out about it. Now that I've teased the shit out of it. But he did remove a scene from that. But the main takeaway from here is go get yourself a copy, friends. PC releases. Do we want to... Let's go... Oh. Steam has overtaken Xbox Live. Don't look now, but Valve Steam game. I shouldn't read this copy. This is another person's copy. But anyway, 30% growth in active accounts in the last 12 months means that it has now 65. How many Steam accounts are there in the world, gentlemen? Do you want to take a
65 million.
guess?
I'd say lots.
That's a close guess. Oh my God, you nailed it. 65 million accounts.
Who do you think put that there?
I was just about to say, he's the one who found that story.
How many games are on there? Don't spoil it.
How many games?
Yeah, Emo, don't spoil it. Or just
I
guess.
don't know. Lots?
3,000.
Yes. I was right. Yeah, I'm pro.
Yeah.
And as we all know, there's all kinds of expansion afoot. It's Steam. I don't know if we want to comment on that again here.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of speculation. They've got some hardware coming out and so forth. We just talked about the sharing thing. They want to move into your living room. There's a lot of questions about how streaming will work. Will that be important? How are you going to get people to buy extra things? Oh, and they also have a
Go ahead.
They have a controller. They have a Steam controller that has no analog stick, no joysticks for your thumbs. Rather, there are these pads. I don't entirely understand.
They're trackpads.
Yeah, but they're not trackpads the way your laptop has a trackpad.
No, it's like what you see on the back of the PS Vita.
Can we throw a picture up there on the live stream? And they're pressable and they're sensory and they vibrate like a fucking speaker. I really don't understand it. I don't get it. But imagine, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Steam has said that they want these. They want to be able to play every game in the catalog with this fucking handheld controller. Yes, they want you to be able to play RTSs with this thing. Are we dubious?
They
Yes.
They did demo it with a few games, and it does actually, like from what they showed, it does actually transfer pretty well.
Interesting. There it is. It looks kind of weird, but at the same time, kind of awesome.
I want to get my hands on one.
Me too.
Yeah, no shit. Then again, we're not console people, so I wouldn't know what to do with a normal Xbox controller. I'd probably try to throw it at someone.
We mentioned the Steam machines before on the podcast, didn't we?
Yeah.
The question is, did we talk about the actual specs? I don't think they were out then, were they?
I believe we did.
Oh, we did?
I believe we did. Like the high-end ones have a fucking Titan in them.
Yeah, the high-end one is i7 4770, NVIDIA GeForce GTX Titan. Graphics card memory will be 3GB GDDR5. Main RAM is 16GB DDR3 at 1600 MHz. The hard drive is an 8GB SSD hybrid for the OS, plus a 1TB for storage. Power supply 450 watts, and they're working with AMD to develop and certify hardware for future Steam machines, because this is only the specs for the prototypes. This isn't even the machine that's going to be there for consumers.
The machines are going to be built by individual manufacturers. Like Asus can make a machine, Intel can make a machine, although Intel doesn't really make machines. Like HP can make a Steam machine.
Let's hope Dell don't make one. Oh my god.
Oh, you can bet there will be an Alienware Steam machine. Oh, that would compete directly with their own, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
And as Ben is in keeping with all their announcements, they're talking about allowing it to be moddable and you can get your fingers in there and stuff. I don't understand.
OS is mostly open from what they've announced. It's Linux based.
And it's like an inch high and a foot by a foot. How do you cram all that stuff in there and get a fan in there? I don't get it.
You put the Titan on a 90-degree rising card. And then the rest of it you put a low profile in a CPU cooler and you're good. It's actually not that difficult.
How do you do it without overheating?
You're doing it very skillfully. Anyway,
It's a good question. I have no idea how they managed to cram it all into such a small space, but yeah.
I mean, that ultimately is only so important. Surely, if there's a compelling reason, or if they somehow convince us, Steam wants to convince us to do all these interesting new things, and their heart seems to be in the right place. They want us to go to Linux, or their version of Linux, which is the Steam platform. They want us to get this shit into our living rooms, and not just at our PC desks.
I would totally get one.
Now, meanwhile, interestingly, there's been mixed reports about the new consoles in Battlefield 4 and all this. One report says they're crippled because they don't have the full Battlefield of like 64 team members on a side, I believe it is. But then another report says that no, indeed, they have 64 people on a side, and the PS4, or was it the Xbox, looks as good as, almost as good as the PC. So
I'm not sure. I'll have to check it, but I think the whole 64 per side, it depends on what mode you're playing.
Yeah, that would be logical.
Because I'm pretty sure there's certain modes that you can't have the 64 per side, and then there's others where you can.
Well, you know, that's another factor in how well Steam's plan to take over the world is going to work out against these new systems. So I don't know. There's other features in the new systems that are interesting too, but I'm glossing.
Well,
I'm glossing badly over them.
The Steam machine could easily run that, so no problem.
So, should we go to the next news topic then?
Indeed, we should.
Yeah, whatever.
Oculus Rift consumer unit coming in 2014.
Ugh. Fuck,
So Oculus
why?
Rift.
We want it now, bitches.
Oculus Rift is a blindfold that you put over yourself and it sticks you in the game so that when you turn your head and look to the left, you're looking inside the environment. Google it on YouTube and you will see people falling over and vomiting.
I'd just like to state one thing.
Yeah.
Google it on YouTube.
Google it on
old man.
Google it on YouTube. YouTube it on. Search it on YouTube. Whatever. You know what I mean.
YouTube it whilst you're on the toilet from your iPhone. There we go.
Oh, interesting fact. YouTube is the second largest search engine. Owned by the largest.
So I wasn't so far off. Anyway, yeah, I mean, people literally throw up. I think it's challenging to... Your body does not know how to take in this information, and your body basically has to rewire to accommodate this new technology.
It depends on the game, how well designed the game is, and
it also depends on the
if you
person.
get motion sickness easily.
Yeah, I was about to say, some people, anyone who gets easy motion sickness should never, ever try an Oculus Rift.
Although people who get motion sickness, some of them can't even play video games proper.
Yeah, they get problems, especially with low FOV, like TB.
But
for
I'm
example.
telling you, these YouTube videos are crazy. People are like, they look like severely drunk people who are just having trouble standing up. Literally.
Oh,
and they're like freaking out, and they're kind of, their hands are waving in the air. They're basically. Anyway, it's interesting. It's the kind of thing that has always interested in me. What's the what are those headsets that they've had for years where basically it treats your computer like a window, so if you lean to the right you can see farther to the left? Well, anyway, there's been technology like it.
Yeah, that's
head tracking
motion
stuff.
sensor, yeah.
Yeah. But obviously this takes it to the next level where it's just suction cup to your face, and all you can see is what's in the world.
I would love to have this on the... I would love to have
How much is it going to cost, we wonder?
The
$300 for the dev kit, which you can buy right now. And I can't imagine the consumer version costing much more than that.
Hopefully it won't, but either way, I'm going to try and get a hold of a dev kit as soon as possible and play around with that, because I've already got a few games that will work with the Rift. I just don't have a Rift to play them on.
Yeah, you can actually get, there's a VR competition, like game competition, and you can actually buy all the games from that competition.
Most of them are free. I've got a couple of them already that were free.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I've got
also, the Virtual Boy was awful.
I actually have a full game already that is available on Steam, which has native Oculus Rift support now, and that's Reckless Disregard for Gravity. And you're basically parachuting off buildings and stuff, and to free fall with the Oculus Rift sounds like an amazing experience.
Hawken has Oculus Rift support.
Oh yeah, it does. I forgot about that.
Which is the game that no one needs to control his pants over.
Yeah, he really does. Probably not gonna happen though.
No, it's kind of sad.
If you put Norn into a real Hawken walker bot thingy,
I would cream myself.
Well, the thing is, you wouldn't be able to see out of it because the entire front window would just be covered in jizz.
That would be mine. That would be all I do with mine.
Oh!
The fuck?
That was James in the background. Apparently he is
Thanks
actually
for your
there.
valuable input, James.
Yep, I think he came.
If you head over to Gamasutra, they're having the Virtual Reality and Advanced I/O Week. the virtual reality and advanced IO week. That's right. It's the future of games. You're gonna wear things on your head, and you can build, I don't know, things in your living room. Once again, we're heavily researched on this. We did got a big jump on the show.
I'm gonna go cry now.
Go over and check it out. Wearables. Google Glass.
Now you're just saying words.
Yeah, they bridge the gap between the physical world and the virtual world, my friends. By using miniature cards, board game pieces, etc., you'll be able to enhance the experience, and so forth. Anyway, moving right along. Humble Bundle weekly sale. You got your worms and you got your alien breed out there, friends.
There's also like some cheesy frog game.
Did you just tell all our viewers that they have worms? Shit, now they're all gonna be going to the doctors getting tablets.
Worms Armageddon, Worms Blast, Worms Ultimate Mayhem, Worms Pinball. Maybe this is my big chance to check out the Worms. Have you got Worms, guys?
I do.
I'll probably be picking up Worms for Worms Armageddon, and we should play that because that's a pretty awesome game.
How much is it for the entire pack right now?
$6 for the entire pack, but unless you want Alien Breed and Worms Rev, then you can just pick it up for $1.
And how long is it on for?
Probably the rest of the week.
Can anybody tell me? Can anybody do a little bit of a summary on what the flip WTF Worms is?
Worms is a how would you describe it? It's kind of like, oh shit, I forgot the name of it.
It's a side-scrolling combat, like team-based combat game where you're worms with rocket launchers, essentially.
Well, you got loads of different weapons. So
Destructible environment?
yeah, the entire level is destructible.
A lot of destruction.
There's some kind of a strategic element or something, right?
Basically, you got a team of, I think it's 7 worms per side, depending on the settings you choose. And you got a whole arsenal of different weapons you can use. My favorite has always been the Super Sheep, which is a sheep that will just bounce along until you activate it, then it'll start flying, and you can use it kind of like you control a missile and send it to the enemy worms and kill them all. Last team standing wins.
Do not forget the Holy Hand Grenade.
Holy Hand Grenade is kind of awesome. Hallelujah!
Yeah.
Hey, what's
Holy Hand Grenade OP.
I'll get you!
Yeah, and then they all have random voices. And then you can change the accent of the voice.
Incoming!
It's like you have an Irish team and like an American team and a French team.
Oi!
And it's just hilarious.
You got a Londoner team.
Hilarious accents.
You got the Cockney Londoner, and they are the best. I always choose the Cockney ones. It's a pity they don't get top hats, but yeah, you got so many different weapons. You got bungee ropes as well to get around the level easier, jetpacks, teleporters. It's kind of crazy, and you'll also get random item and weapon drops coming in every now and again.
Well, there you have it, all the news that's fit to discuss.
Did James just shout teabag in the background?
The news that no one actually cares to read out.
I'm pretty sure that James
I skipped a couple items at my discretion.
Yeah. For example, the Widget iGames Halloween promotion plagued by problems. Basically, oh wow, I didn't notice James was gone. Basically, they were wanting to.
They were giving away Steam keys, and then something bad happened.
Well, first, they had a string of problems. First off, they gave out a URL. That URL gave people keys to their entire library of games. So every game that Red Jedi Games has made, people got. So then they fixed that, and then they set it so that you just needed to go to this IP to give you a code. Well, they didn't have a IP filter on it, so people would just refresh and get a new code and refresh and get a new code.
Oh God.
And then they're like, okay, retract that. Okay, take down the link. However, whoever was in charge of taking down the link, it didn't turn off the generator. So, people who still had the link were just sitting there and kept on doing it. They lost something like 30,000 keys.
Wow, they're kind of stupid.
They are. It's kind of unfortunate. Other news story. RuneScape. For those of you one person in the chat still playing that.
Pile of shit. Why would you play that, you fucking idiot? I mean, awesome game. La 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 la.
They are the Jagex, whatever the name of that company is. They are donating $1 for every million coins. For every million coins people give to the Well of Goodwill that they put into the game, and players have already massed 135,000 actual dollars worth.
That's
to
pretty cool.
give away. It's interesting when you think about it, because the thing about RuneScape, they've had people amassing money since the beginning of that game. So now they're like, okay, how do we fix the economy? Because you have people sitting on billions of gold just sitting there, that anytime they could put out any item for any price and people would be able to buy it. So in one way, this is actually them trying to fix the economy. Plus, it's also donating money to charity for people throwing 1,000,000 gold into a well in a game. So that's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
Kids, put your gold farming to good use.
Yeah.
Donate $1 charity for that 100 hours you spent.
Or make them feel bad by using a bot to farm the gold and then go donate it all. Yeah, donate your dirty, filthy cheat money.
Yep. And then one of the other stories. Yeah, bots don't work that well and don't work in RuneScape, I believe.
Well, at least they fixed that, because it used to a long time ago when I played it. Everyone was using bots back then.
So, I just wanted to bring this up. Stop me when this sounds awful. Arkham Origins is the new Batman game that just came out. They just released a patch. Some of the big issues: infinite falling out of the world on all platforms, unable to continue story on all platforms.
Oh dear.
Corrupt saves on the Xbox. Ongoing crashing and freezing on the Xbox.
I was about to say, it looks really good, but what I've seen is all before the patch, so...
Yeah, there's been some major bugs in that game. Most of them occur more later games. You listen to some people talk about that game, and it's like they haven't even actually, play tested it properly.
Yeah, I saw Total Biscuit playing it. He's played a fair bit of it, and he's only had one bug, and in multiplayer we also saw one very small bug, but that was it. But he did mention that other people are having a lot of bugs. Yeah,
that's a little unfortunate that that game's being that buggy. It's also not Rocksteady that actually did it. It's Eidos Montreal. I'm probably probably getting that wrong, but oh well.
Something like that.
Nobody's watching.
Yeah. Rexis doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's actually James' mother, even though James being an asshole.
She doesn't come here to see James. Oh, I should say listen to James. She comes here for us. She hates James.
Yeah. Yeah.
She threw him down the stairs head first as a child.
Yep.
Explains a lot.
So Call of Duty Ghosts is coming out on Tuesday. Aren't we excited about that?
Oh, yes. So excited. Can you not tell from the excitement in my voice how much I want that game?
Just like how much you want to shoot yourself.
Exactly. How did you know?
Is the greatest franchise in the world.
So,
Something.
Just to announce that Known Issues has been taken over by Lucifer himself.
Well, I was gonna go for Skynet, but Satan works.
Yeah.
It was more of a consensual thing.
Oh my god.
Are you at the age of consenting with Satan?
So, it's not a big deal. I'm still the same known that I always was.
You still have those known issues as well.
What nurser?
Don't explain it.
I'll wet nurse your mom. Say what? Say what?
Say what?
Say what? Say what?
Wait, say what?
Anyway,
I'm gonna go kill myself.
Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition's coming out on PC. XCOM Enemy Within is the expansion to XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Yep, it looks
From
like
what
a
I've
pretty
seen,
good expansion.
I'm actually seriously considering picking that up. It looks pretty awesome.
I don't even play XCOM. I've never played an XCOM game except for maybe like 15 to 20 minutes a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm not into playing them, but watching them, yeah. And I've seen a fair bit of the expansion. Looks good.
My friend, he'll come over, he'll sit in my room, and I'll just play that, and he'll just sit there content to watch that all day. It's kind of weird.
He's secretly masturbating under the cover without you knowing.
Secretly? It's not secret about it. I mean, what?
You dirty bastard.
Assassin's Creed Heritage, that is only Assassin's Creed up to date in one bundle. So, if you haven't gotten Assassin's Creed yet, and you still want to, and you didn't get it on Steam sales for some reason, that's an option now.
How much is that?
It doesn't say here, so go find out for yourself, kids. X Rebirth space simulation game from Egosoft and Deep Silver is coming out. Need for Speed Rivals, Nobody Cares, and Tiny Brains 3D co-op action puzzler. Nobody cares. Cool. The XCOM thingy, no one wants me to cover a bit more, apparently, because he can't read. It adds a new class, which is basically a mech that you transform you guys into.
Yeah,
It
also adds
adds
loads of mods.
And like you can modify your troops with like gene splicing and that.
Yeah, it's kind of like perks in a way, but you got lots of different things.
Yeah,
you can
but
have
you
at
have to
once.
you have to like do your autopsies on aliens to actually unlock these.
Yeah.
That's the main way I've seen how to get those.
Yeah, there's like a whole research lab. It's not just you got a research lab where you can do autopsies on certain aliens, but I think you can like get from different technologies as well. If you find certain pieces, you can examine them.
Yep. And there's also probably one of the bigger things is a third faction. That is a human faction that is pro-alien invasion.
Traitors.
Yeah, basically they're like, hey, when these aliens invade, once they leave, they'll leave a bunch of cool shit, so why don't we let them invade, and then we'll just take their shit when they leave. The XCOM expansion is XCOM Enemy Within, released November 12th.
12.
PS
12,
off.
Steve.
Anyway, that's it for the news, as far as I know. Unless anybody has anything to interject.
No one's gay.
Oh, well, we all knew that.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy.
That, I said news. And Rex is right, 12th. It's 12th.
12.
Anyway,
Oh, God.
so yeah. Unless we have anything else that we want to cover during the podcast, I'd say that would be a wrap.
Ooh.
That sounds like a wrap.
What's the wrap got in it? Please tell me chicken.
Chicken would be good.
I know, right? Let's go get chicken wraps.
Better yet, take some steak, cut it up nice and thin, fry it, and put that in there.
Welcome to the Gamers Cooking Channel. With your host, Venom Denom.
And apparently Rexus is cocked. Jess, I'll let you have that one.
Huh? Oh, wow. Yes, please. Wait, how old is he?
Old enough.
Oh, good. Hi, Rexus. Anyway, you can IM me after the show. So, yeah. That was the TTS podcast. It's a gamer thing.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Possibly number 9 with our special guest, Satan, aka Lucifer.
Hi, Daddy.
Oh my god.
I enjoyed spending some time with you guys.
Oh my god. Oh.
Alright.
It was a great thrill for me.
Thank you all for watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Goodbye.
The last 2 podcasts are any measure 3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, well,
Be good to your
good
people.
work.
Goodbye.
Good
Peace out.
riddance. I hate you all.